Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Linda's Soup Plants for You. Today I'm bringing you a little update on a few miscellaneous things that I'm working on. One of those is this plant that I know some of you have been waiting patiently for me to repot that, and I haven't been able to do that. I am hoping today or tomorrow, and I am going to video that when I do. It's going to be a little bit of an undertaking because for those of you that are familiar with this plant, it's this strawberry begonia, and just to make sure that everyone understands, this plant is really not from the begonia family, but that is the name that it took on over the years because of its similarity to the begonias. It's growing like a weed. I do take cuttings from this for my granddaughters and my daughter, and my granddaughter has a friend that's looking for hanging plants, so I got one started for her as well. And I just love this plant. I love the way it grew, and I can't believe the amount of foliage that I have hanging down. It's just a very, very healthy plant. I have one in my living room that I started for my granddaughter's friend, and it's coming along okay, but it doesn't look anywhere near like this does. But I just love this plant, and I love the stand. That's one of the stands that my husband made for me out of different pieces of things that he collected from the thrift stores. Okay, so when I do that, I will be recording that for you so that you can see how to do it. The problem with this plant is those babies are like Velcro. So once you mix them up or they touch each other, it's almost impossible to get them apart. Similar to the string of hearts. If you own that, you would know what I mean, what I'm talking about. But I have a plan. I'm hoping it'll work, and I want to record that, and you all can see my success or failure, I guess. The other thing I wanted to let you all know is that I am working on doing my pre-winter cleaning. I do fall cleaning every year. Years ago I used to do my whole house, but because I'm getting older and have some health issues, that's not something that I can do like I used to. But I still do it with my plants. I like to have a fresh, clean area going into winter because I feel so claustrophobic anyway, and I at least want my area around me to be clean. What you're looking at here is one of my corner cabinets in my dining room that is housing some of the cuttings that I got from Suzette, from Suzette's Garden, about a month ago. And as you can see, they're all doing very well. And this is my ponytail palm, which I just discovered last night is very root bound or pot bound. So I'm going to be transplanting that sometime in the next day or two. And this cart I've had for many, many years. My husband bought it for me for Christmas many years ago. And for some reason, everything that I put in there just does not want to grow. And I'm not sure why, if it's too low, if it's not getting enough light, I just don't know. So I had this asparagus spring rye that I had out on my porch, and I brought it in, and I just stuck it in there for lack of a better place to put it, and it's growing like a weed, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that in there or not. My intention was to fill this up with all my different coleus plants, but before I do that, I have to make sure that it's getting really, really good light. So stay tuned for that. I'm not sure. I'm kind of undecided about that yet. And last but not least, most of those are begonias, and you saw those all in my last video in my dining room tour. But what I want to show you is this coleus. Those of you that follow me will remember that I started this in spring, late spring. Actually, I think it was in June when I bought this, so early summer, with 2 little bits of plant. And I'm gonna say they were maybe about 6 or 7 inches tall in a 2-inch pot. And I put them in here in this window. This is an east light, and just look at how it's grown. And also note, I have taken quite a few cuttings from this for my girls, so it's still, even with all that, it's extremely full, and the color is pretty good. Could be a little darker, but it's pretty good for where it is. So if you have coleus, and it's probably too late for most of you if you live in the northern hemisphere, don't be afraid to take a cutting and stick it in some soil and bring it in the house, because they grow beautifully. I mean, you can see this is growing up under the curtain there. And the problem that I'm having, or the dilemma I'm having, is, as beautiful as it is, it's blocking out a lot of sun from this room. And going into winter, I'm not sure that I'll be able to live with that. So I am considering giving this plant to my daughter, or granddaughter, depending on who wants it. If they both want it, I can easily split it in half and give them some to both of them. But I wanted to take a picture of this before I do that. And I am thinking about kind of revamping this area. I want to find a spot where I can have all the plants from the Senecio family, the string of pearls and string of hearts and string of beads and string of hooks and string of bananas and all the strings of plants. And I'm thinking about doing that in this room in front of these windows, because this is an east window and it will provide the light that they need, but I don't think it'll block off the sun as much as the plants that I have had in this window. So that is my plan, and hopefully I'll be able to get to that real soon, and when I do, I will bring you an update. And one last thing before I close out here. Do you all remember this? It's my Rex Begonia that I dropped on its head. I thought it was okay, and it kept declining on me until I had no leaves left. So I was in a real dilemma as to what to do. I did not want to throw it away. So I put the bulb, I know there's a better word for that, but into the soil. Excuse me. And I gave it a little bit of water, just kept it a little bit damp. And look what she's doing. I don't know if you can see, but there are lots of new growth. You can see that right there. Lots and lots of new growth coming up from this plant. I am so thrilled about that because that was a big, beautiful, orb-shaped, deep green color. It was such a healthy plant when I knocked it over, and I was just sick about it. And now it's coming back, folks. I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I know it doesn't look like much to most of us right now, but if you want to see what that plant, the potential of that plant, go back and look at my, I have she's in several of my videos, but my Begonia corner, I have I believe a close-up of her, and you'll see what she used to look like, and what I'm hoping she'll look like again. Okay, and that's the rest of my window. Alright, my friends, I hope you all have a good day. It's pretty cold here in Wisconsin, but that's normal for this time of year, so I'll get over it, I guess. I feel sorry for people who have to work out in that weather. Alright. I will be bringing you some more updates in the very near future, so do come back. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos in the future, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And until next time, I hope you all have a very, very wonderful day and rest of your week. And remember, Planty Kindness Project. If you need to know more about that, if you're not familiar with that, head over to Pammy's Planty Things. And remember to do something nice for somebody today. Okay, take care now. Bye.